Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to Nicole Sauce's Thought of the Walk. It's been a little while since I recorded the last one, although these are going to publish within a few days of each other. And my last thought of the walk was all about do what you can do, keep going, especially if you're a little sick. Well, I was a little sick, and I was a little bit more sick, and now I'm a lot less sick, but you know, life still goes on, and I did what I always refer to as a list of minimums while that was happening. Mama Sauce helped me by roasting coffee last week so that I was not touching anybody's coffee, and that's how we don't pass on a cold from holler roast coffee to other people. But I was busy recording shows and all sorts of other stuff, and the walk did fall by the wayside a bit. I only went on, I think, a walk every third day. Dogs were super happy this morning when I put on my head warmer and my down coat and my gloves, because they know that means good things are coming. Today I wanted to talk about the word of the year. And if you don't listen to my podcast at livingfreeintennessee.com, you don't know about the word of the year. It originates from my friend Jenny, who lives here in the holler, and she's one of the holler neighbors. And she decided to change her life a number of years ago. And she started, I think her first word was healing or something. And her idea was, I'm going to focus on a word for the year and see what that does to change my life. And, you know, it sounds magical and all that. It's not magical. It's about focusing and adding purpose to what you're doing every day. Like, what can I do to heal? And she would write about it in her journal. And by the end of the year, a lot of things had changed. And over the years, she's had a different word every year. One year it was connection, and she just got out and saw people a lot. It's a way to focus your mind and your heart, and it's a way to explore new aspects of your life. It's the word of the year, and I love the idea. It fits really well with my three things process, where you establish a life strategic plan. Because if a strategic plan works for business, why wouldn't it work for you? Like, hey, if you know where you're going, you know where to focus your energy. And that means, you know, you have the tip of the iceberg, which is your long-term goal, and then the things you're doing to get there. And the word of the year can really help you focus on that every day, thinking about that word. Think about the word of the year, though, is there's a light side and there's a dark side. In 2020, my word of the year was grow. And the first thing that happened that was significant in that year, after I had set the foundation to grow and I was touring coffee factories and deciding, you know, where I'm going to put my energy, totally like on it, shutdowns. My revenue went to zero, and well, almost zero. You know, I had some podcast supporters, but basically it went to zero, which is a little surprising for mail order coffee as my second primary, right? And I was like, oh crap. Well, not making any money, but we got a bunch of people at home who don't know how to do stuff, who can't find stuff. And so I doubled down on doing webinars and sharing videos of stuff that I had that were making my life kind of nice, like growing indoor lettuce. In fact, I'll do an update this week about the indoor lettuce. We're 2 weeks into the winter lettuce grow system setup. And, you know, all of a sudden the podcast started growing. And then I was like, well, I have this event I do every year, but the hotels are closed, so changed the day of the event. Fewer people were at my event from usual because of that. And we did the event, and it was quiet, but it was powerful. And we all turned a corner. And what I realized by midway through 2020 is grow is not something that happens. It's something you make happen. So I decided to grow whether or not things were closed, whether or not people were in hospitals, whether or not there was a New World Order taking over our lives, or whatever else you think's going on. I'm just going to grow. It's the environment in which I grow, not the environment that makes me grow. It's kind of true for plants too, right? You tap into the good and the bad of your environment. So that worked really well for me. And at the end of last year, I thought, I'm not done growing. Also, I don't have any time for myself. So I chose a different word. Rather than do grow again, I decided to focus on balance, and it's been one of the most imbalanced years of my life. I know exactly how to not build balance into my life. As I said, there's always a dark side, but I'm on this walk just about every day with my dogs. They love it, and I had time when Sage died in August to spend time with Sage, lots of extra quality time, because I understand now that balance is something you make or you create in your life. And balance is something that you can bring even to busy times. You can carve out that time for a mugshot and a cup of coffee in the morning. Anybody who follows me on social knows that I post a picture of my cup of coffee and what I'm thinking about in a moment of quiet every morning, which I get, and that sets the foundation for my day. I've also learned that pre-planning my schedule, Cece, come here! Pre-planning my schedule really helps, so I work in advance more than I ever did on benchmarks that need to happen on each day. I have a routine. In the morning, I get up and I do the routine mostly till it's done. By noon, I get more done by noon than any other time period of the day. My creative thought time is more in the afternoon at this point. And it's all been coming together. Would I say I'm done with balance? No, I wasn't done with grow last year either. But I think I have a good handle on what to do. So now it's time to choose a new word of the year. And I know what it's going to be. I'll share it with you over the next few weeks. But I want to know, like, what are you looking to address in your life? The way you figure out your word of the year is you write down in your journal, or you think, or you talk on walks, or however you process, and you work on what are some things I want to change? What are some things that are going well? What's the one thing that really speaks to me? And what word is that? And is that the best word? Or is there another word that's great? Different people choose different words that mean the same thing, and that's fine too. And once you have that, you announce your word of the year, and then you work on it. Excuse me, I need to call my dog. Sissy, come here! Let's go home! Yeah, dog doesn't know we're going home. Dog's gonna get buzzed, because dog is running off where there's about to be a heavy piece of equipment happening. We don't want that. Anyway, so that's how you figure out the word of the year. And then you go with it, and every day you think about it. I actually have my word of the year printed on the wall. It's printed on the wall in my bedroom to remind me. Balance. And this next year, I'm going to have a new word, and I'll share it with you in a few weeks before the end of the year. Tell me what you think. Let's start talking about the word of the year. What are you going to work on? Make it a great week.